There are a few things that you have to leave behind when you move into a new season of your life. And I'm here to talk to you about what those things are. Sometimes when we reinvent ourselves, or we decide that we want a fresh start, or we want to move into a new season, we have to leave some old things behind. And as I start this journey on this new trip around the sun, I just want to remind myself and remind you guys that there are a few things that as we move into this new season of our life, that we need to leave a few of these things behind. So let's talk about it real quick. Number one, old performances. That version of you no longer exists. You are moving into a new season. You are doing new things. You don't have to over explain yourself as to what you're doing. Live your life by example. When people see you and you are smiling for no reason, you look good for absolutely no reason, people are going to wonder what's going on. What happened to the old person that you used to be? We no longer have to perform for people. We're not looking for promotions. We're not looking for acceptance. We're not looking for any of those things. We want to live our lives to the fullest. And sometimes those old performances must die. They must go away. They no longer serve us, and we're going to continue to do the things that do. So those old performances, showing up for people that don't show up for you, making phone calls to people that don't call you, that role has been retired. Get somebody else to do it. We don't have time for that. We are moving into a new season of abundance and love and appreciation for the life that we have left, and we are no longer doing those old things. Coming along with that, grudges. Nobody has time to be holding grudges. Now, I am not saying to you, forgive and forget. What I'm saying is forgiveness is for you. Let those grudges go. And just don't forget. Don't allow those people to pop back in your life and do it all over again. People will try to spin the block. And it's not just your significant others or members of the opposite sex or the sex that you are dating that try to spin the block. People try to spin the block. Old jobs will try to drag you back in. Old attitudes will try to pull you back in. Old things that you used to do, old places that you used to go will try to draw you back in. We're not doing any of that. And we're not holding grudges. We are going to allow people to show us who they are. We will believe them the first time, and there will be no grudge held. We will simply move on, and you will have to do life without us, because grudges don't do anything but wear you down. It wears you out. You're over here worrying about something that somebody else isn't even thinking about. So we don't have time to hold grudges. We forgive and simply move on, but we never forget. The third thing that we have to leave in the old season is unsafe connections. Anything that's toxic must go. I was having a conversation with my daughter yesterday, and I just don't believe that we have to stay connected with people just because we are connected by blood. I think that if someone has repeatedly disturbed your peace and you have shared with them that they are disturbing your peace, that they are doing something that makes you uncomfortable, that they are doing something that you do not like, you simply have to let those connections go. I don't care if it's mother, child, father, grandparent, cousin, boss, co-worker, whatever the relationship is. If it is constantly disturbing your peace, you have to let it go. I work in a financial institution, and one of my coworkers was crying today because someone that she was talking to on the phone was very rude to her, and she had just reached her limit. Like I said in my video last week about the movie Straw. You just don't know when someone has reached their limit, and you have to know when. You have to know when. And sometimes knowing when is simply removing yourself from those connections. You don't need to argue with anybody. You don't need to prove your point. You just need to exit stage right. Just go. You don't have to announce that you're leaving. You just simply disconnect. Disconnect from anything that's disturbing your peace and causing you any type of distress or anxiety. I don't care who the person is. You don't let anyone constantly disturb your peace, because those are unsafe connections. Next we have, and us mommies are guilty of this one, but we take on assignments that aren't ours. It is not your job to fix something that you didn't break. And even if you played a role in that thing being broken, acknowledge what part you played in it. Ask that person what you can do to make amends and go from there. But you do not take on assignments that are not yours. We cannot fix anybody. It is a full-time job to take care of yourself and take care of what you need to be taken care of. Don't be taking on things from other people. Many of you know I am a retired social worker. I worked for the state for 20 years, and I was an advocate for Florida's most vulnerable people, children. Abused, abandoned, and neglected children. And in doing so, it took a toll on me. It took a huge toll on me. And I found myself constantly worried about what was happening to others, and constantly being fixated on things that I have no control over. I can no longer handle those assignments. I have one assignment left, and that is to look out for me. Now, I look out for my aging parents. I still do anything and everything I can for my children and all the kids in my life. But my number one priority is me. And when I look out for me, I am ditching those old performances. I am no longer holding grudges. I am disconnecting from unsafe connections. And I am not taking on assignments that aren't mine. People have to work on themselves. You cannot want more for others than they want for themselves. So don't take on assignments that aren't yours. Offer your assistance when you can, but don't overexert yourself, because if your cup is empty, then you won't have anything left to pour into someone else, and you will wear yourself out. So don't do that to yourself. And last but not least, I am not shrinking myself for other people. I am going to let my light shine at all times. I am not going to shrink myself. I am not going to dumb myself down. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not a subject matter expert on many things. I don't profess to know all things, but the things that I do know, I know well. And I am not going to shrink myself or limit myself in any way anymore. You know, for a long time, I was a mom, I was a social worker, I was, a number of things. I have done so many things in my lifetime. But now the seasoned lady has learned some things in this season time. And I'm no longer shrinking myself. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to shine bright like a diamond. And I certainly suggest that you do the same. This is a new season that we're walking in, and we are no longer taking those old things into this new season with us. We are starting fresh. We are looking at nothing but abundance and positivity. Now, we can't stop bad things from happening. Every now and then, something may happen and kind of knock you off your square. You simply have to pivot. Take some time, reflect on that thing, do what you need to do to bring yourself back, and then start all over again. I did a video, or there's an upcoming video, talking about the things that you have to do to fall in love with life all over again. I have a list of those things, and I practice them daily. So if I'm knocked off my square, or if something unexpected happens, we simply have to pivot. My friends, I had another friend that had a stroke recently. I'm still visiting my friend that had a cardiac arrest a few months ago, but everything is getting better. We're all doing better, and we're going to focus on just that, doing better together. So take these few little tips that I just gave you in order to make sure that we move into this new season proper and appropriately. Make sure your notifications are turned on, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, I have another list of things for y'all to do. Have a great evening, everyone. It's the Seasoned Lady signing off. Toodles.